Okay, this is rare and it's not going to happen very often. So all jokes aside, in all seriousness, I feel like today men just need to be reminded that you guys are the prize. Okay, I think they forget that a lot, or they're just not reminded enough that you are the prize to women. If you are a good man with good intentions, you deserve a good woman, and a good woman is going to naturally want to submit and take care of you and nurture you and do things for you. Okay, it is innate to us. Now, if you're a shitty man, I can't help you. All right, you deserve a shitty woman. I bash on women a lot because one, they're fucking mean. Okay, and two, they're out here acting like ratchet ass hoes, sleeping with everybody, everything, and then they're over here just like, but I want a wholesome, good man. I want a man that's nice and provides for me and pays for everything and all this shit. And they're like overweight and they don't take care of themselves. And you're just like, bitch, you need a wholesome diet, okay? Not a wholesome man. Shit, my fucking bad. All right, you know what? I can't help it. You get what I'm saying, okay? These women have these astronomical standards you're just never gonna meet, okay? I'm sorry. Like, that's just the cold hard truth of it. They're so unachievable. But if you're a good man, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard, okay? You need to hold yourself to the same standard and just be like, yeah, I'm not settling for that fucking ratchet ass hoe over there, all right? So go get yourself a good woman. Anyways, I don't fucking know. I hope that made sense, and that's just like a nice little Valentine's Day reminder that if you're a good man with good intentions, you deserve a good woman. You are the prize, okay? Remember that.
Yes, it is true. If a man dates a white woman, he will date a man.
I think the number one thing you shouldn't do as a grown-ass man is expect a woman to split the tab with you. I just that's the most testicle-free thing a man could ever fucking. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't care if she offers. I don't care if she insists. You are letting a woman. And I mean this with all the respect in the world to women, but why in the world are you splitting a check with a woman, particularly a date? Are you fucking, do you realize what that makes you look like?
See, the problem nowadays is that they think with this type of rhetoric, they can shame men. It doesn't quite work that way. It used to when, a lot of these modern women were respectable. Unfortunately, sir, these women aren't respectable. They don't have any integrity. And so therefore, I'm not going to continue to waste my money on somebody who's going to blatantly disrespect me to my face. If they, sometimes when you have children, there's a basic level of care and love that you have to give them. But as they grow older and they start with all this popping off at the mouth, and once they get 18, you say, oh, okay, since you don't want to be respectful and you don't want to do what me and your mom telling you to do, you can go find your own place to stay. That's the same attitude that these modern women have. They get to growing up and getting a job over here, and I got me a house and I got me a car over here, and they get disrespectful. And a man starts to say, oh, okay, so if you don't want to give me the basic level of respect, you can pay your own tab. Human decency and respect is still a thing.
If you meet a woman and she places financial demands on you from day one, you have a choice as a man. Either you're going to sign up to be a trick, or you're going to make her earn whatever you give her. Now, some women ain't going to earn it. They feel like they deserve it already, but they only feel like they deserve it because they've given so much of themselves away for free that now they want somebody to pay, but they don't want you to just pay for yourself. They want you to pay for all the free pussy they gave away before. See, a woman knows when she's sold herself cheap. And after a certain amount of that, it's not fun anymore. When she's in her 20s, it's fun to just sleep around with a bunch of different niggas. It's quite fun. She run up her bodies and have fun with it. But when she hit them 30s and she realized that all she been having is a whole bunch of wet ass and life don't give you no pass because you give up your ass. You understand? So now she wants to meet you and have you sign up to make up for all the shit she's given away. Now you could do that by finding a woman with 6 kids by, 6 men. I don't care if she got 6 kids by 1 man. She got 6 kids by 7 men. It don't matter. You'll meet a woman with 6 kids and wife her ass up. Why? Because in your mind, everybody deserves to be a wife. Everybody deserves to have a life. Yes, everybody deserves to have the life that they fucking build. So when you meet a woman and she put you in the trick bag off day one, man, you got to understand a woman who demands money from you from day one doesn't like you. And a lot of times these bitches don't like nobody. They be all manned out. You understand? When you hear a woman say, well, I hope you ain't looking for sex because I ain't want to have no sex. She all sexed out. You think it's a respectful thing when a woman say she want to wait to have sex. Okay, you could wait to have sex if you've been waiting your whole life. But bitch, if you've been fucking men your whole life and you don't even remember how many you slept with, you don't get to tell me, well, I'm just going to wait a while. You're waiting a while because there's nothing pleasurable about the act to you anymore. And I want you to understand, as a man, you deserve a woman who isn't worn out. As people, man, we got to start understanding that you have to set your standard based on the standard that you set for your own life. You can't set a standard for you and then just let some dirt dauber come into your life. That standard applies to everybody. If you good enough to meet up to that standard, then goddamn it, everybody you let in your life good enough to meet up to that standard. Stop letting low standard people into your high standard existence.
So a correctional officer gets pregnant by an inmate at work. Huh? And as she goes on, the story get crazier and crazier. Check this out.
I had almost passed out. I was like, why didn't you pull out? He was like, what you mean? I thought you said you wanted to marry me. I thought you wanted to be with me. I'm like, yeah, but that didn't mean leave it in.
What?
So here we are, me being 2 months pregnant. I find out the gender in, I want to say 6 more weeks. And yeah, that's how it started. And everybody's asking me like, well, how is he going to support you and the baby while he's incarcerated? I don't know. All I know is that I have my Cash App in my bio. I have a GoFundMe linked in our bio as well. But I don't know how he's going to support us. Dude, like, I don't know. And then not only am I pregnant with 1 child, I'm pregnant with 2. I'm having twins. So everybody is like, get an abortion. And I don't believe in abortions. And then the craziest part about this all is that he still has 15 years left on his sentence. So,
bro,
I'm just going to have to make the best of this. And hopefully the internet supports me throughout my pregnancy. Maybe I could get enough donations. The baby shower and gender reveal that I want is totaling to, I want to say, $12,000. So I'm going to put my GoFundMe up and my Cash App to just get a little support and see if the internet helps me out. But like I said before, I don't need anybody judging me or telling me like, why would you do this? Like, we all have made a mistake like this. Like, please don't be judgmental. I said, the Cash App is in the bio. The GoFundMe is in the bio. Please donate if you can, because I'm carrying 2 babies. And look at how big I am, y'all, to be 2 freaking months. Like, this is crazy.
I told y'all the story got crazier and crazier. So not only she pregnant with 1 child, but she's having twins. And my man not getting out for another 15 years, if that. And now her expectation is to get support from strangers online.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
She keeps saying that her Cash App is in the bio and all this crap. She's looking for donations. Like, how irresponsible can you be? Like, I really don't get that. Yes, we all make mistakes, but not like that. That shit is crazy. And she says she don't believe in abortions, which, as I got older, I do understand that. But damn, shorty.
I think a good date, you don't need to take me, especially if you don't know me. Yeah. You don't need to take me to like Nobu. Like, let's get a fucking $5 coffee first. Because what if I don't like you? What if you don't like me? And now you're like this, oh, it's funny on it. You gonna make me cry. You know what I mean? Or let's walk around the beach. Let's do something like a free museum or whatever.
Oh, all date Chelsea.
No, but seriously, for both people, so nobody feels like they wasted their time.
Because why am I dropping a bill?
Yeah,
and
that's
I
just,
might not even vibe.
Honestly,
or vice versa.
That's now, a little performative to me sometimes. I'm not saying everybody has that intention.
Now, if for some reason we have some type of history,
yeah,
or we've met
different.
a few times and we're now going on our first date.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay, it's situational.
You posted it. The video went viral. The comment section did not go the way you thought it would. So now you want to backtrack. Y'all could pause to read. After she posted that and got ate up in the comment section, she decided to post this.
First off, I am 1 week, maybe brand new to TikTok, so I'm learning it. I made a video and I posted something about Applebee's, but the truth is I was not really on a date with anybody.
The only reason she posted that second video is because the comment section didn't go how she wanted it to. If people were in the comment section agreeing with her, she would have doubled down on the lie. She would have continued to be upset over a fake scenario just to try to get more views. You wanted to jump on the bandwagon so bad of hating men just so you can go viral. It's a good thing it didn't work out for you. Somebody in the comment section said she has the nerve to be upset about Applebee's when she's dressed like she's going on a job interview.
It's fun to stay at the
Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful. I mean, $50,000 she says she just lost over a video a subscriber paid her to do. Paid her $100. And she's saying she's losing $50,000. Dang. Well, I don't know, man. Better luck next time.
Root cause of all of the issues that we are having with really, really terrible women in 2026 is the fact that they do not know right from wrong. This just stems from the fact that they did not respect their father. Her father was likely castrated and not allowed to discipline her. Essentially, she grew up with her deception and manipulation being reinforced and really rewarded. Her mother did not allow her father to discipline her. Now, as an adult, her lived experiences continue to reward her and reinforce her for deception. Like, why would she do anything outside of that? But you need to understand this. These beautiful women in 2026, they have never had to go out and learn skill sets of like charisma and like social calibration. Right? These women, they experience a massive amount of social anxiety and dread when they go out. I mean, that's compounded by the fact that they're getting catcalled and a lot of times like legit sexually harassed. The end result is that a lot of these women are literally just living in a cave. That's how they spend a lot of their time, just alone. They have massive amounts of social anxiety because they've never had to learn any of these fucking skill sets like social calibration at all. Behavior of them just being quiet and being pretty has been reinforced and rewarded their whole life. Be quiet, be pretty, and lie. That's a terrible fucking existence.
And just for the record, a lot of women don't be the big bosses and the big ballers that they claim to be. Let's talk about it. I just watched a podcast of females saying that a lot of women who don't make over $50,000 a year should not be asking a man, looking him up and down, asking him about his finances and what he make a year. Should not be giving orders and demands that he needs to make above a certain amount a year. When you, my dear, don't even make over $50,000 a year. Now, this is a no judgment zone and I'm not judging people based off their salary. I'm just saying, humble yourself, queen. Humble yourself, queen. Because I fear that man who makes well over $50,000 a year might end up humbling you. Ooh. And without even being funny, I think this is a very serious topic that has to be addressed because a lot of women live life based off of what they want and not off what they provide, for the simple fact that we become so accustomed to the idea that because men are supposed to be providers and that they are expected to be providers, that they should be the only ones contributing and bringing something to the table. All of those days of I am the table so I don't have to bring nothing to put on the table are over, because a lot of women ain't even bringing the table these days. You got all these kids, you want men to accept your children, you come than just the mouth and the demands that you have for the man. Evaluate and humble yourself, queen. Let me know what y'all think about that.
I'm not saying that it's off the table. I just want to know, what benefit would I get for being a stepfather? Would a man be wrong for asking a woman that?
I think it's a loaded question, because why are you asking me that? I feel like as a man, you should know what if you're coming into a relationship where there's children involved, I don't think that's an appropriate question to ask in terms of what's the benefit that I get for being a stepfather to your children. Like, that doesn't even sound right to me. No? Because I'm going to look at you like you're crazy. Okay. Because I feel like if you know that I have children, you should already start programming your mind to think, okay, I'm going to be around her children. Okay. My question is, why should I want you around? What benefits do we get from having you around? So that's what I would need to know. Like, what are my children going to see in you What are my children going to learn from you? Okay. Those are the questions. So if you're saying what benefit do you have from being a stepfather to my children, I'm going to ask you, why are you even asking that question?
Okay. It's not really loaded. It's like, well, what do I get? Like, what can I expect? You know, it's always, for modern women, they don't want to answer questions that seemingly put them on the hot seat. But as a man, they're going to throw in your face, oh, you're the leader, so you need to answer this question no matter how hard it is. Okay, well, you're following the leader. So if the leader goes down, you're next in line. So I know you try to throw all of the responsibility on me, but you're going to have to know these answers too.
You think a 12-year-old should be able to get a tattoo?
I'm going to say no.
Probably not. No.
It's probably too young to make decisions.
It's a pretty permanent decision. They can't make the decision for themselves yet. Something permanent on their body.
Do you think a 12-year-old should be able to consent to puberty blockers?
Yes.
Yes.
And I understand how that sounds really hypocritical.
Yes, it's a permanent change on their body, but I think that at that point in their life, they probably know who they are, who they want to be.
I really do have low tolerance for these fucking reasons. Where's the logic and decency in these women? Do men actually marry women like this? Imagine marrying a woman who would let your son transition into a female at 12 years old. And if you don't comply, she'll probably divorce you and say it was your fault. Never marry a liberal. They're fucking idiots.
Ma'am, at 65 years old, ma'am, you are close to 100 years old, ma'am.
Growing up, and I knew what I wanted in a man. I wanted them.
But now you're talking. But listen, now you're not singing that same tune.
Listen to me. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a smart, intelligent man that was capable of discussing.
And you never got it.
Different topics, okay? Different topics. The ability just to.
Ma'am, you are 65 years old talking about you won't settle. Ma'am, any man who is alive would almost be settling.
You think so?
Ma'am, you're 65.
Okay, if that's your opinion. That's one man's opinion.
Is it one man's opinion? Give me a thumbs up. There's 200 people down here. Give me a thumbs up if you think pretty much any man this woman could date would be a blessing to her. Give me a thumbs down if you think she has more options than what I'm saying. Ma'am, I'd ask you to peer down into those comments.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
This gotta be some type of prank or something. There's no way that this can be real.
Thumbs up. So you're saying that I should compromise?
Oh my God. Turbulence, people.
Hey guys, I'm gonna prank my friend. I'm gonna pick her up without any pants on, and I'm gonna see her reaction. Hi.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
You got sushi without me.
What do you mean?
Lyric, it reeks like fucking tuna.
Emotional, damn it!
Did you not think I wouldn't notice?
No, I swear to God, I didn't even get sushi today.
You did. Did you go to our spot?
No, I didn't even go.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
It smells like seafood.
Ooh. I swear to God, I didn't even go.
Why are you not wearing pants right now?
Roasting the mess out of this woman. That'll teach you to stop. I mean, and then the worst part about it is it's gonna be all in your seats, man. It's gonna be all in your seats. You didn't think to wash yourself before doing this prank?
I've been the side chick for married men for a long time. So I have a chapter in here called Do Married Men Really Treat You Better? There was a moment in my life where if it was bills, if it was helping me through college, if it was my birthday and holidays, those are the men that showed up in my life. And I've definitely outgrown that now. I'm 35. I'm not looking to be anybody's side chick, but it leans into just a lot of me realizing the lack of worth that I had for myself, the lack of respect I had for myself. And unfortunately, I was like a slave to the dollar. But like, how else are these bills getting paid? Like, I bartended, I worked, I did multiple jobs all the time. But yeah, it was always like, okay, well, if I could spend your money. And to me, if you're a married man, this ain't about love. So you want something out of me, I want something out of you. And it was like those types of conversations that I was having in my my late teens, early 20s, that kind of shaped the way I view relationships even today.
So that make you like, man, I can't really.
I mean, to me, it's maybe why I lean into ethical non-monogamy. I don't believe in monogamy. I think that traditional way of thinking is unrealistic.
Okay.
You can love multiple people. When we come into romantic partnerships, we have unrealistic expectations of our partners. So we could have multiple friends. We could have multiple siblings that we love. We love both parents. We love grandparents, uncles, aunts. We're taught to love all of these people. But however, when we get into a romantic relationship, it has to be only this person. The possessiveness of it, it doesn't appear natural to me.
Y'all are not going to believe this one. My daughter's stepmom had the audacity to ask if she could take them on some of my days up north to her grandparents' property to spend the weekend and to like go sledding and to have a good time and to be around people who love them. But on my days. So you know what I said? Yeah, I said yes. I said yes. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. Let your kids be surrounded by people who love them. They love their grandma and grandpa up north. They love it. They love the farm. They love the cows. They love to go sledding. They love to spend time with their other siblings, with their parents. Stop being weird.
Okay, I want you to rate this woman on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, 9 or 10 easily. She's stunning. Okay, be honest. Drop dead gorgeous. Well, what if I told you that you look like her? Oh, so you think I'm fat?
In fact, men are more likely to receive custody of their children if they ask for it. If men seek custody in a court in the United States of America, statistically, they are 90% likely to receive more custody or possibly even exactly what they were asking for. I would just say that women are not more likely to receive custody of children in court. Men are. Women just are the ones who more receive custody in court.
It's true. It's only 4%. Only 4% of men fight for custody of their children.
And when they do, it's successful 90% of the time. So that would tell me that court actually favors men. I understand that there's like kind of this anecdote that family court does in fact favor women, but it just so happens that women are more likely to want custody of their children. And that's where that mythology comes from.
I would disagree. You mentioned that men get custody when they ask for it. And that presumes that women don't have to ask for it. Why doesn't it begin equal and men not having to ask for custody if they are actually full parents, just
Sure.
like the mom?
Sure, that's a great question. I think it's really important that we have a conversation that our laws are written by men. Our courts are ruled by men. So if you have some concern about what a court presumes, well, that's a conversation to have with men too. They're the ones who wrote the laws.
I guess I'm on the same type of wavelength as Miss Maggie right here. Maggie, the substitute teacher, I think is what her handle is on Instagram, something like that. Why would I need to ask for permission to have a custody of my child? That's what I don't understand. That's my child, man.
If that man did nothing for you for Valentine's Day, that is not your man. For those of you who are new here, I'm a certified life coach. I specialize in love and relationships, self-development, and finances, and I have been doing so for a decade. Now, first, let me give this disclaimer, because a lot of y'all like to act like you're dense and you don't have a lot of sense in your head. I'm clearly not speaking to the people who mutually, both man, woman, or woman, woman, man, man, whatever type of relationship that you are in, who mutually say that, Valentine's Day is not a big deal. We're not going to put that much effort into Valentine's Day. Okay, great. You already have the understanding. So no party in this situation should expect anything to be done for Valentine's Day, right? I'm specifically speaking to the women who do have a Valentine expectation. I'm specifically speaking to the women who do like special things to happen and occur for them on whatever days they feel like are special days. Okay? Glad we got that out the way. Modern men in Western society, and I consider a modern man any place under 60, 55, right? Men who understand what Valentine's Day means to the average woman who has expressed some level of significance in the holiday. If that man did not show up for you on Valentine's Day or any other day that you deem to be important, that man is not that into you. A man that cares about you wants to show up for you in any way that he possibly can. He wants to be the main reason that you smile. He wants to be the main reason that you have no woes or any burdens. And if a man is not showing up for you in that way, it's because he likely does not want to, or he does not have the capacity to do so. And in either case, that is not your man. And if you are showing up for that man in the capacity of a partner, then you need to stop. Plain and simple. Let's not get the signs misconstrued this year. Okay? Let's not put ourselves in situations to where we're wasting a lot of our time on people who do not deserve it. Let's break those patterns. Because I say this all the time. Men are simple. They are not stupid. They know what you want, they know what you need, and they know how to show up for you. And if they are not, it's because they don't want to. And why would you want to be with someone who does not want to show up? And baby, if you want me to help you address why you're always showing up for men and men are never showing up for you, type coaching in the comment section. Stay safe.
But that's the thing though. On days, you mentioned on days they feel like are special. What if whenever a man feels like a day is special, what does he get for it? We're always catering to women's feelings, their emotions. Well, let me not say always. But there are a lot of situations where we're catering to a woman's emotions. A lot of times a man is just asking for reciprocation. That's literally it.
I think a good date, you don't need to take me, especially if you don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't need to take me to like Nobu. Like, let's get a fucking $5 coffee first. Because what if I don't like you? What if you don't like me? And now you're like this, it's funny.
You gonna make me cry.
You know what I mean? Or let's walk around the beach. Let's do something like a free museum or whatever.
Oh, date Chelsea.
No, but seriously, for both people, so nobody feels like they wasted their time.
Why am I dropping a bill?
Yeah,
and
that's
I
just,
might not even vibe.
Honestly,
or vice versa.
That's
now,
a little performative to me sometimes. I'm not saying everybody has that intention.
Now, if for some reason we have some type of history,
yeah,
or we've met
different.
a few times and we're now going on our first date.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay, it's situational.
I also think there's something what I call fear of a better option.
What do you mean fear of a better option?
Fear of a better options. You know, you go on a date with someone or you're seeing someone and you see something that slightly bothers you. There's always going to be a better man, a wealthier man, a prettier man.
Just letting you know that's a baby. That is an emotionally immature baby.
Yes, but it happens.
That the second they interact with conflict, they start looking for another option.
But I think it stems from all of the swiping and all the social media and everything that we have at our disposal.
You know what happens to people that are emotionally immature?
Yes.
They start to gravitate towards narcissistic behaviors and characteristics very rapidly.
Very quickly.
And they have zero regard towards other people.
None.
And they are on the whim of whether or not the wind blows left or right. That is not an embodied person. That's an emotionally broken person.
And it's a lot of people in today's day and age.
And let's be real. I think that there's a tremendous amount of emotionally broken individuals out there. Tremendous amount of it.
Oh, hell no.
Yo! How fun was that from 1 to 10?
Yo, down here.
Yo, your fucking girl's just been manhandled in front of you, and you're not asked, doing nothing about it. Couldn't be asked being that weak, and I couldn't be asked having a bird from the streets. Fuck that. Stay woke in these streets. Big burn.
So why is it that black female comedians be single, but white female comedians be married? Have you noticed that?
All the time. Because they don't be liking us to be successful. I think white men are just used to white women being successful. It's not foreign to them.
Yeah.
And then they usually be super successful. So they don't be caring about, go put out your comedy special, babe. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show it at the meeting. You know, black dudes be like, oh, you got a special? All right. Who going to see it?
Little special.
Your little special? Oh, you going to have celebrities there?
Oh, you trying to fuck them niggas?
Yeah.
You trying to sleep with Michael B. Jordan? Yes, I am.
I am.
I
will.
I don't think that's it. I think, the average salary is still, for a man, $47,000. It's still $47,000. For a woman, it's somewhere around $43,000. Something like that, $42,000, $43,000. So, you don't have men that are ultra rich out here. You're going to still have to support each other. It depends on where your mind is, what you're thinking about, where you're trying to go in life. I think we continue to get away from that fact. Where am I going in life? What do I want to do with my life? Do I want to be bothered with a man right now? I want to pursue my career. I don't want to be bothered with a man. I'll focus on a man later.
I want to stat this video by saying I appreciate you and I love you.
Oh.
And you're gonna want to sit down for this video.
Oh my God, girlie, I'm sad. What's up?
I am getting a divorce. Take a minute. Take it in. I am getting a divorce.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. I swear, these influencers get more out of touch by the day. Like their depth is so shallow they could be reached by small arms fire. What happened there, Schmiegel? Did you take your mask off? Golly, look at the beak on that thing. I know you can see it. I can. You can. She looked like a toucan. One ocular pat down of that, I'd leave too. And this might sound mean, but we gotta stay humble, honey. Kim, there are people dying. Alright, I'm done being mean. Anywho, I have a dream that people would come in something I own. Phrasing. I understand what I did wrong. Come play with me. I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto role play. There, Boo Bear Kitty fuck. Come role play with me. It's all free. No pay to win. All the info's in the link in the bio, along with the merch link, of course. Come be a gamer for change. Okay, bye. Whoop.
The caption reads, his dinner on a random Monday because he never asked me to split the bill. Viewer discretion is advised. Gotta be rage bait. Because that is the only thing that'll make this situation make sense. Because I've never seen a meal so disrespectful in my life. You had the audacity to put that online? Because what I'm trying to understand is, if that's what he gets for picking up the tab, what would happen if he didn't pick up the tab? What would you feed him then? Anybody serving a meal like that should be imprisoned. Yeah. Jail is the only solution for you. Because you clearly don't care about that person. You're trying to harm them and disguise it as a well-balanced meal. No. We're not going to fall for that. And to think there's a possibility that there's somebody out there that comes home to this after a long, hard day of work. And you know what? I don't condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. However, if a man came home to this after a long, hard day of work, I think we would understand. Y'all keep the change.
I mean, there's just too many resources out there, Doc, for you to be coming up with something as nasty as this.
Why would I do the hard work when I can live a soft life by all I have to do is open up my legs? Why would I do that?
Ooh-wee.
Why would I go and work hard when I can just lay on my back and get the money from him? No, I'm not the only one that's thinking like this.
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb. None of them use condoms, really.
She's asking for at least $35,000 per month from PJ Washington in an effort to, quote, raise their 4-year-old son in a manner suitable to a kid with such a rich father. That's
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And I think I just read child support payments are not taxable. So you're telling me you're trying to get darn near $500,000 tax-free? Tax-free? I want to raise him in a way that's, similar to his dad. Well, and send him to his dad's house. Send him to his dad's house. I'm looking down there at the bottom. It says the $5,500 a month is just not enough. It is enough. You're telling me you're getting $60,000. No, that's more than $60,000. I mean, it's a little bit more than $60,000. Probably 72, maybe. Okay. 66. Just kidding. $66,000. Tax-free? 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 You're getting $5,000. What does a kid, all of it is going to the kid. If the kid, so let's say the kid has $5,500 a month, right? You need to go back to work and pay your own rent. That's the thing. But the kid, even if he has like insurance, $500 for insurance, he still has $500 or $5,000, right? If he spends a little money on clothes, $4,500. Okay, $500 on clothes. If he wants to spend $1,000 on food, which is a huge budget for anybody, he's still got $3,500. He's still got $3,500. I mean, at this point in time, he's putting money back. And you know PJ is going to pay for his college tuition. He's already going to pay for college. Like all of the big stuff, PJ is going to pay for. If he has to go to the hospital, if he needs surgery and stuff like that, PJ is going to pay for it. If he needs a car, PJ is going to pay for it. So, I mean, he's got $3,500 left over after food, insurance, clothes, just the basic necessities. Even if you said, okay, now I need to pay for your phone, let's say $100 for the plan. I say, well, bills ain't cheap. I want you to give me some money on the rent, some money on the utilities, the cable, trash, that sort of thing. Even if he gives you $2,000 on that, which at that point in time, he's a child, but he's splitting your rent with you, which it's on you to be paying that type of stuff. That's $1,400 he still has. So he's taking care of his side of the bills, and he's a child. Mind you, he spent money, and number one. Number two, if he has to go to the dentist and he needs major work, PJ can pay for that. I'm sure he'll be willing to pay for that. So anything that's major, anything that he needs, if he wants to play basketball, football, baseball, PJ can pay for any of that. All of the gear, everything, going to the best schools, being around like trainers and sports medicine, dietary sort of things to get yourself in the best position. If he wants to be an athlete, if he wants to go a different direction, PJ can support that. So him giving you the $5,500 a month is overkill at this point. Even if you wanted to say, well, you know, I don't know, living out here in LA, well, I don't know where she lives, but if I move to somewhere in California, which if it's too expensive for you, then go somewhere else, right? Go somewhere cheaper. You can literally live anywhere. Find a place that's low key in the United States. It's low key, right? It's safe, but it ain't super expensive. God dog. I mean, PJ, if you find a place like that, PJ can pay for that. He can pay for that. He can pay for the house, the car. He do like a thing like Anthony Edwards was trying to do, pay for it all up front, right? He can pay for the house. He can pay for the car. Let's say he says, okay, you probably need, I'll give you, really honestly for you probably only need 3 stories or 3 rooms, 2 for him and for you, because it's only you two. If you want something, you got to pay for that, right? But I'm giving you a stipend for this type of house in this area in a safe part of town, right? Oh, well, what if it becomes dangerous? This, and that. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to go there. Okay. It's in the best interest that I take care of my son. So if you need to move, we're not going to do no dream home either. Well, I want this custom built. I want this. No, we're not going to do that. You're not my responsibility. My son is. So if we need to move y'all to a different area that's safer because the one that you're in has gone downhill, we can do that. But it'll be a one-time fee. And it's not going to be you just, oh, I want this to go for a trip over here, go trip for there, this, and that. Oh, well, we want to go on vacation to Disneyland. I can pay his half. I can pay it. Number one. Number two, once again, if he's getting $5,500 a month, he's already able to pay his half because you would have been able to save up that money. There's no way in the world that you need $35,000 a month, at least $35,000 a month. There's no way. Is your kid sick? Does he have some sort of chronic illness? No way. Absolutely not.
The fastest way to lose a good man, it's not cheating. it's becoming his biggest source of stress. He's already fighting the world, work pressure, money, expectations. If home feels like another battlefield, he won't stay long. Men don't leave because someone prettier shows up. They leave when peace disappears. If every conversation is a challenge, every decision is questioned, every moment feels tense, that's not partnership. That's pressure. He doesn't need a competitor. He needs softness where life is hard. Respect where the world doubts him. Loyalty isn't controlled, it's created. So if he's distant, ask yourself, are you his peace or just another problem?
If somebody asks me how rich I want to be in life, I'll show them this.
Is it here? Dad's being a homie. Good night. So cute. You see how my man? You look at daddy. Look at daddy. Yep. Ew. Bye. Love you.
Stuff like that is what you see in a dream, and then you wake up like, damn, I wish I really had it. It's great to see that people are out there still loving each other just like that. He's still dating his wife. The kids see it, and it's a healthy relationship. I tell myself all the time, having all the money in the world doesn't compare to having somebody you can share it with. To some, a lot of people take stuff like that for granted. You'll have a good man and you'll have a good woman, and you'll throw it all away because you think money is more important. And it's a good sight to see for your kids to understand what true love is. The smile on both of their faces and the soft voice that you hear from the little girl just goes to show you that it's true happiness. I hope everybody out there who has somebody special in their life cherish them just like this. And it's not only on special occasions like Valentine's Day that you show love to your spouse, but every day you get up, you show them a little way of appreciation that you do care for them. Because love like that only comes once in a lifetime.
So in general, what do you think a woman's duty in a relationship is?
A partnership.
Partnership, like it's equal?
It's a partnership. Yeah, considerably. Like he's my rib.
Like, are you Christian or what do you mean?
I am. I'm Christian.
Oh, you're Christian. So you know, even when we look in biblical scriptures, there's a clear distinction of a hierarchy in a relationship, meaning that the man is the head. The woman submits to the man as to the Lord. The same way she submits to the Lord, she submits to her man. So therefore, if the woman is submitting to the man just like she's submitting to God, there isn't any equalness, right? Because it doesn't say for the man to submit to the wife like he submits to the Lord. No, it says for the man, love your wife as Christ loves the church. Now, is Christ subordinate to the church? Christ isn't subordinate to the church, so the man isn't subordinate to the woman. But the church is subordinate to Christ, which means that the wife should be subordinate to the man. That's the clear distinction. A relationship between men and women aren't equal. You ladies don't want it to be equal. You all want a man that's taller, stronger, preferably makes more money, if not the same. You want a man that's doing better than you. If you met a man that was your height, made your same amount of income, had your same type of jokes, you'll be like, oh, yeah, nigga, you kind of just like me, you're a girl. So you don't want no dude that's on your level. You want a dude that's doing better than you.
We also need to stop normalizing casual sex. Nobody in the world should be that horny where they gotta just sleep around with somebody that can't buy them a piece of chocolate on a holiday. That's not okay. And I speak from experience because I've been there before and I did not like how that shit made me feel. I thought I was into like, okay, yeah, this is just somebody this is just a little vibe. No, when that shit rolled around and I realized that like, damn, this nigga, whoa. I didn't like how it made me feel. I'm never doing that shit again. What the fuck are we talking about? Let's stop normalizing the bare fucking minimum. No, that shit is not okay because you know when something's not okay? When you would be happy with it going another way. If that nigga would have got you something on Valentine's Day, you would have been jumping for joy, feeling yourself. But because he did it, you sitting here trying to convince yourself that, oh, it's just casual sex. Like, let's not make it, no, fuck that. Fuck that. I got the audacity to call me misogynist because now I'm tight. Now I'm tight because I really just had to go back and like reflect on you really sitting here trying to make the bare minimum make sense. Fuck that. ladies, I feel like once we all genuinely understand the power that we hold in the aura and the creativity and the just all around, we bring a lot to the fucking table. We gotta start moving in that, because right now these men starting to feel like they bigger than the program, and the only reason they feel like that is because bitches be going for the bare minimum and praising these niggas for it. Like the bare minimum, bitch. The bare minimum. Fuck that. Fuck that. All that horny shit, we too old for that shit. We getting old. All that horny shit need to go out the window. Fuck that horny shit. We all want to feel something at the end of the day. I get it. Feel something somewhere else. Go pick up a book. Find you a fucking hobby. Find you a new outlet, rather than feeling like you need another nigga or another person to validate you. That shit is corny. That shit is whack. That shit will have you walking around this bitch depressed as fuck. Don't get me started.
Men love deep. Women are long suffering. Women don't know that men love deep. And that is why, and what women don't recognize is that men are actually more loyal than women are. We exhibit this in our purchasing behavior. A woman will purchase, even if the hair product that she bought worked beautifully for her, she can't help it but to try another beauty product. If a man finds a body soap that works for him, he is going to have that body for the next 20 years. Yeah. Very loyal, very consistent. It's not that men don't have the capacity to do so. Of course, there's conditioning and social, inferences and learnings that we need. But the point is that it's possible. It is there. We just don't recognize it. So because men are stoic and because men say things like we want respect, we believe, first off, women don't even know what that means tangibly. What respect, what does that look like? And second of all, men actually crave emotional intimacy and connection. But public facing will say respect. But when you really begin to break down respect, there's an emotional tension, connection to that, right? There's this, he disrespected me. Your feelings are hurt. You feel hurt. But we don't want to say that. So we'll say respect. So it becomes nuanced for a woman. You're not going to get respect from her because she doesn't understand that there's an emotional connection and intimacy. But if you speak in her language and say emotional intimacy and connection, you will feel respected. You understand?
A lot of women want to believe that men are slow and that they're not paying attention, but actually they just choose not to mention the things that they see or they pay attention to.
Oh, 100%. A lot of times, a lot of women just think that men are just some stupid creature or some shit. Whole time, we already see the play way before you even played the goddamn play yourself. Look, bitch, I seen you coming through the door. You over there trying to insult my damn intelligence. What's wrong with you? We'll just let that shit ride and they'll be thinking that the only ones with an intuition. Like, oh, so you thought we couldn't just put two and two together just by thinking. You think we didn't get those same damn feelings that you got? You think we didn't have a dream about your ass? That's what you saying? Oh, okay. So you trying to slick a can of oil. You better get your crazy ass away.